Welcome to another PowerPoint tutorial from Youth Change Workshops. You're not alone in your classroom anymore. Youth Change Workshops is right there with you. This tutorial is called Maximum Strength Motivation Makers. YouthChange.com provides this tutorial to you at no charge. We're located at www.youthchg.com. On our website, you'll find thousands more free resources, including additional tutorials, videos, podcasts, books, ebooks, worksheets, posters, live expert help, and more. My name is Ruth Herman Wells. I'm the director of Youth Change Workshops. My contact information is shown on the slide in front of you. Just so you know that you're with a veteran instructor, here's some of my credentials. To let you know you're in good hands, here's some information about Youth Change Workshops. You can see we wrote the book on Problem Kids, and we teach the class. So let's dive in and give you some maximum strength motivation makers. This intervention is incredibly cool. It says, official notice, all jobs now require a diploma. Students will get quite worked up about this, and then once they're done venting, you can point out, think this poster is scary? Try life without a diploma. And that's what it says at the bottom of this. Well, it can be a poster or it could be a worksheet, depending on how you use it. You could also use this device verbally. Very potent and far more effective than saying, oh, you'll never be able to get jobs without a diploma. This one can really haunt students and really have the desired impact. You may think the child's just staring at the wall. Actually, this poster could be gnawing at them. The thing that's so remarkable about our interventions is how fluid they are. They're tools that, and their use is just absolutely unlimited, except for your imagination. So you can take that item you just saw a moment ago and make it about something entirely different. Let's say your hot issue with kids in school is that they don't give a care about writing skills. Well, now it says all jobs now require writing skills. You can take this tool and make it about any issue you care passionately about, and that's the beauty of our interventions. They're limited only by your imagination. Let me show you another one as well. Now we've made this intervention about science. It could also have been about math, or all jobs now require daily drug tests, or all jobs now require people skills, or all jobs now require a good attitude, or all jobs now require on-time behavior. See how you can make this become anything that you want to tackle in your classroom by just combining our cool tools with your classroom management concerns. This intervention could also be used more as a worksheet. So, for example, you could just show the beginning of the intervention, all jobs now require, and let your students fill in the rest. Think of the amazing discussions you might get going with your youngsters when they come up with things that maybe we wouldn't as adults have thought of. And so this is another way you can use this device, but in more an interactive fashion and more as a worksheet versus something on your wall. This is such an inventive device. It is a little more geared towards older students, but you could take this tool and then just adjust the content to make it fit younger students. Here's what's on it. Choose what you want. A, whatever job no one else wants. B, whatever job no one else wants. C, whatever job no one else wants. D, other. At the bottom it says, a diploma. It's up to you. This one probably is best used as a poster, but you could also do it as a discussion worksheet and then have a discussion after going over the worksheet. Either way, it's such an unusual intervention, then it may catch your students off balance and get them to rethink their negativity about the value of school, and maybe a little bit faster than a conventional approach could have accomplished. I really don't need to say a lot about this particular intervention. It could be done verbally, or you could certainly have it be more in a poster form like you're looking at here. Just because I show you things visually for this PowerPoint doesn't mean you have to have the visuals there when you use this device in your classroom, although visuals are never a bad idea. But at any rate, cap, check. Gown, check. High school diploma, check. Paycheck, check. And then it mentions a number that every student and teacher on earth should know. Every diploma is worth $329,000 more pay. That's how much more a graduate earns than a dropout. A huge amount of money. You can do so much now with that $329,000 of greater income graduates will earn compared to their counterparts who drop out. This one can be done verbally. We've got it on a poster so you have something to look at, though. It says, by rejecting free education and a free diploma, dropouts also reject $329,000 of additional income that graduates earn. Very powerful. If you prefer a more positive approach than this rather harsh, compelling one, stay tuned for the next slide. Here's the same intervention you just saw, but from a more positive slant. It says graduates accept free education and a free diploma, so they earn $329,000 more than everyone else. At the bottom it says each diploma doubles the dollars. That's a phrase that you can use real regularly with your kids. You certainly don't need this visual to jot down that phrase and remember to use it. The preceding poster, the catchphrase was drop out, lose out. Another intervention you can use without buying anything whatsoever. You just simply have to remember it and then use it verbally. The more negative approach might be best for your older, slicker, more negative kids, and you might choose the more positive version for other populations of youngsters. Here's an intervention that's great for any age group. It's a door hanger. We're actually going to put your doorknobs to use. We've already put your walls to use with posters. As you can tell, we like to use every access channel to a young person, even the doorknobs. It says quiet learning in progress. The more you learn, the more you earn. And it reminds kids that grads earn $329,000 more than dropouts. The phrase, the more you learn, the more you earn, is certainly one you might want to consider just using regularly in your classroom. And you can find this door hanger on our website that you can download it. And at the very last slide of the presentation, I'll be showing you where you can get your hands on a lot of these great freebies. Another intervention that doesn't require a lot of explanation, but this is a classified ad, a help wanted ad. It says dropouts needed for high-paying jobs must lack experience and skills, should be poorly organized and highly unmotivated. Can't read, can't write, no computer skills? No problem. This is a dynamite one to get kids to start rethinking that maybe school has a bit more value than they had actually considered in the first place. The bottom says most jobs require a diploma. You require a job. And the truth is that at least 80% of the jobs require that magic piece of paper. The military requires it as well. So if you're going to need to work, maybe school's more important than we initially thought. This intervention is just very fun. It's a quiz about your future. I'll read you one or two of the questions. I want to get one of the lowest paying jobs I can find. And you have to decide true or false. I never want an annual paid vacation from my employer. And if you're like kids, you're like most of the kids, you're going to be saying false, 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 false to all these questions. But watch what happens next. I'm going to say, uh-oh, some words slipped off the title of the quiz. I don't know how that happened. Let me show you the whole quiz with its complete title and scoring section on it. It'll make so much more sense. And so now hang on for that next slide, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here's the complete title and the complete quiz showing up now on this slide. And the actual title was, If You Don't Get the Tassel, Could This Future Be a Hassle? This wasn't just a true-false quiz. This was a quiz about, do you want to be a dropout? I want to get one of the lowest paying jobs I can find. For kids that said false, now you can say, but gosh, that could be your reality if you opt to not finish school. And so for kids to say false, 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 false to the items on this quiz, and most kids do, you can now help them realize that all those things they say they never want to have happen might be all that's going to happen if they opt to not finish school. Very powerful, unexpected, cagey, and potent. For this intervention, you're going to ask students to make humorous help wanted ads based on the set of skills they're acquiring in school. So, for example, hospital needs doctor immediately. High salary, 5 years experience watching TV hospital dramas required. Kids are going to maybe, with this humorous intervention, get a lot more attitude adjustment and a lot more motivation than a kind of more didactic approach using mere words. For little kids, teach them about help wanted ads first, and you can do the writing for them or peer them up with somebody that will be able to do the writing. It doesn't have to be just you, but this is an example of a wonderful activity. You're going to find thousands more of these on our website. For this intervention, you don't need the poster. It gives you something to look at while I talk. You don't have to have it for your kids. And by the way, if you do want to get some of the items you're seeing that are for sale, notice that at the bottom right it tells you where the item came from. So in this case, it's poster 148. But you can just do this verbally. I like to suggest you do it sounding like a robot. Let me demonstrate. Here's the text on the poster. I, robot, you unemployed, most jobs that you can do without a diploma, a robot can do better. This might actually get your kids' attention and get them thinking. Might be worth a try. And remember, you don't have to buy anything. You can just jot yourself a note. And remember, this one works best if you sound like a robot. So now you've gotten a look at some of Youth Change's unusual, innovative motivation makers. Now we'd like to share them with you.